hello, how are ya? And welcome to one of my favorite games. I have to say this is actually one of my favorite games. Dragon Age Origins. Hopefully, I want to get through all of the DLC, all of the expansions of DA1, DA2, and to finally get to play Dragon Age Inquisition, which I have yet to play. So we'll see how it goes. And so is the golden city blackened, with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven, and doom upon all the world. Canticle of Thingies, 8:13.
The chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the darkspawn into our world.
Bad man, bad.
The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it.
Goddamn wizards.
They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the darkspawn.
They look kind of cute, don't they? Nice darkspawn. Good darkspawn.
They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless.
They just want a hug.
The dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the darkspawn drove at us again
dwarf.
and again, until finally we neared annihilation. The Grey Wardens came.
Woo!
Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed.
We're killing, we're having fun. See, honestly,
it has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten.
What?
We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long.
Look at that guy go. Yeah.
It may even be too late. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
The forest is on fire. Alright, so the background you select will determine which of 6 distinct opening stories you play through. It also affects how characters respond to you throughout the game. I will take female. Here you have the human, the elf, the dwarf. Let's go with human. You have fighter, you have a magi, and you have the rogue, which I like the best. So check rogue, and I can only be a noble. But to wealth and power second only to royalty, you find your training in both diplomacy and battle put to the test, as your brother leads the bulk of your family's forces to war.
Oh, please do rethink that.
Why not? Alright. Dex. Cunning. Strength. Dex. Cunning. Alright. I'm so bad at this sort of stuff. Below the belt, deft hands. Oh, and one more. All right. I'm a wimp. We'll go for easy. Okay, I have finally created my character, Elissa Cousland. Elissa. Let's go stab some backs. Let's go stab some backs. Stab the back, here a back, everywhere a backpack. We're loading forever.
For generations, your family, the Couslands, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Cousland's banner in service to the crown. Not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True. But we both had less grey in our hair then. And we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pop, I didn't see you there. How? You remember my daughter?
I see she's become a lovely young woman. Pleased to see you again, my dear.
Was I brought here for a reason?
Since your brother is leading our forces south and I'm going with the Owl, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle.
Woohoo! What? Why can't I go into battle with you and Fergus?
I'm certain you'd more than prove yourself, but I am not willing to deal with your mother if you join the war. She'd kill me if I let you go. She's already twisted into knots about Fergus and me going.
Let me talk to her. I'll convince her.
I doubt that. You know your mother, and she made it clear there is no debate. This is no needless task. I ask you to take a great responsibility. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes? There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan in.
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Teryn Cousland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Gasp.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
He said they were a small order and no longer important.
I apologize, Duncan. That Aldous has nerve teaching my children such slanderous nonsense.
I take no offense. The Grey Wardens are not what we once were.
I'll not have the Warden spoken ill of in my household. Without them, the Darkspawn would have killed us all in the first blight. You are the only reason men still live in Thedas. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your daughter is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is my daughter we're talking about.
Aw. Is there a reason why I shouldn't join them?
You did just finish saying that Grey Wardens are heroes, old friend.
I've not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
Don't strain my abilities or anything.
And don't strain my patience. In the meantime, find Fergus, and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
But I'm not talking. I'm not done talking to you yet.
We'll talk before I leave tomorrow. We must discuss the battle plans in the south. Be a good lass and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
Oh, I don't need... Why am I going through a tutorial? There we go. Funnily enough, I can actually talk to people.
Yes?
Yes. So, how long have you and Father been friends?
We fought together under King Maric when he drove the Orlesians out of Ferelden. Heady times. The years since have not held the same promise. It's not something a youth would understand. It will be good to ride beside your father again.
You knew King Maric?
Your father hasn't spoken of our time with him? That man took care of his friends. As they say, he was large as life and twice as tall. It's too bad Kalen isn't half that.
You don't think much of
I
King
think
Kalen?
of him as much as he thinks at all.
That's enough, Hal. You speak of our king.
The girl did ask, your lordship. As per the latitude you allow.
Ooh.
I merely offered my opinion.
Your son is interested in me?
The topic has come up from time to time. The young and their infatuations.
Sounds more serious than that.
Oh, perhaps. I shouldn't claim to speak for my son. His tastes are his own to decide. To be honest, I have no expectations. And your father seems determined to let you find your own way. If something did happen, well, we'd address it as befits a family of our stature.
We'll see.
I'm sure there will be much to discuss once I return.
I trust the delay of your men is nothing serious? Dun dun dun.
Poor weather, I believe. Their progress has been slow, but it's nothing you need worry about.
You told my father the delay was your fault.
In a manner of speaking. If I had reinforced our border levies earlier, my troops could have left before the rains. I confess, my confidence in your father allowed me some complacency. I guess that makes it as much his fault.
I just want to wish you well, Earl Howe.
I thank you. That is quite unnecessary.
What was with that look, Earl Howe?
I'm sorry, but I believe your father wishes to talk to the Arl and myself alone.
I was hoping to ask you a quick question or two.
Very well. I doubt your father would mind a slight delay.
Are there really darkspawn in the south?
Indeed. We spotted a horde assembling in the Korkari Wilds not 3 weeks ago. Luckily, King Kalen took us at our word and marshaled Ferelden's forces quickly. The first battles have already been fought. Your father and I must move quickly.
How many darkspawn are there?
Thousands. Perhaps 10,000 or more in this horde.
Holy shit.
Normally the darkspawn stay in the deep roads. It bodes ill that so many risk the surface.
How much danger are Fergus and our father in?
Well, I understand the first battles have gone easily.
Indeed. Are the Grey Wardens sure this is a blight, and not simply some large darkspawn raid?
It wouldn't be a
No
game
archdemon
without
has
a
been
blight.
sighted yet, my lord. But with my entire soul, I believe this is a blight.
I wish we shared your faith. I suppose we shall see for ourselves once we arrive at the King's camp.
Would you really recruit me into the Grey Wardens?
Of course. You're young, skilled, and eager for battle. Also, I heard. The Grey Wardens do not recruit simply anybody, and I intend no flattery when I say you show promise. The old treaties allow me to conscript you even against your father's wishes, but I will not do so. Our order is too small to risk animosity with Ferelden's nobility.
I'm glad I am to hear it.
It's tempting, your lordship, but I'm content to see what other candidates your castle offers.
Did you really come all this way to see Sir Gilmore?
I have only found a couple of worthy candidates in my travels across Ferelden. Your father invited me here, suggesting this Sir Gilmore. If he is not suitable, I will head south and join up with the king.
You know the king?
Not well. King Cailan is an eager young man who has shown great wisdom in responding to the darkspawn threat.
I've heard he's a bit enraptured with the Grey Warden legend, and that is why he caters to your order.
How? That is unworthy of you.
Unworthy.
He only repeats what we've all heard. Whatever the king's reasons, I'll take his support. The priority is defeating the darkspawn before they threaten all of Ferelden.
I'll leave you alone then. Have fun.
Until we speak again.
Shouldn't you be off to your brother, as I asked?
But I have to ask a billion questions, as this is a BioWare game. Are you sure you'll be alright?
Your brother and I go into battle, not an afternoon tea. Who knows what will happen to us? I will tell you, however, you're my darling daughter. I love you.
Aww.
And I trust you completely to carry on the Cousland name if the worst should happen. But don't worry about me, dear girl. You'll have enough to occupy your mind while I'm gone.
Indeed. Where do you think Fergus is?
Upstairs in his chambers, no doubt. Saying goodbye to Oriana and your nephew.
Is sending all of our forces south a good idea? No.
When the king demands it. In fact, not sending our forces south would be a distinctly bad idea. Don't worry, pup. You shouldn't see many problems. But I want you to prepare the men left here. In case.
In case of what?
Legends of the Blights tell of horrible things. These darkspawn once threatened many lands. If we can't hold them, you must prepare for the worst.
Oh. And what can I do with a handful of guards?
I trust you to do what is best. And don't be afraid to ask your mother's advice. She's Ferelden born, strong, just as you are.
But
let's not speak of ominous things. We shall assume that all will go well, and the Maker will watch over us.
I'll go now, see ya.
I'll talk to you soon. Just let me finish my meeting with Duncan.
Alright. Alright, so now I'm finally getting out of here. Hey guys, what's up? Time to do some exploring. Oh, pot helpers. Why am I getting all this? That's nice. That's nice. Go away. Alright, time to explore everything. And to get loot. Precious loot. Take all the loot. So as I was saying before, this is one of my favorite games. I've only played it through once.
Good evening, milady.
Good evening. And I've tried it a few other times before, but I never finished it. Mainly because,
As you desire.
I don't know. Oh, they're praying.
Maker,
Prepare a place for us. Redeem our world from sin. Forgive our transgressions.
Maker, forgive us all.
Have you come to pray for your brother and father? I'd be happy to ask for the Maker's blessings with you.
I would appreciate that, Mother Malol.
Please, child. Call me Malol.
Malol.
I've known you since you were a wee babe, after all.
LOL.
Creator of the sky, the land, and the sea. Hear your people in our time of need.
Maker, watch over us.
Let no man have cause to fear the shadows. Let their souls be lifted upon your return. So let it be.
Maker, forgive us all.
There now. I'll be keeping a vigil tonight. You're welcome to come. There are many more who must receive the Maker's blessings before they leave. If you would excuse me.
Can you answer a few questions?
I cannot.
Oh no!
Many await my attendance before they march into the
I have
unknown.
to ask
We shall
everyone
talk once
questions.
the soldiers have departed.
Fine. Fine. Just leave me. I'll go. And explore. Yeah, so as I was saying, I beat the game once. And the other few times that I've tried, like a new, different character and stuff, I just never was able to finish it. So I'm going to definitely go through all of the games so I can finally play Inquisition, which I have, and I have all the DLC and stuff, but I have not even touched it. Nope, I have not, and I am lost already. So if inventory,
As you desire.
Oh, my lady, we were just,
ignoring your duties?
well, the treasury's safe. I'm not even sure why the Teryn stationed us here.
Do you always question your duties?
No, my lady, of course not.
Then perhaps you'd better get back to work.
Yes, my lady. Thank you, my lady.
Get your asses in gear. What are you doing? Oh,
There you are. Your mother told me the Teryn had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt.
hello to you too, Sir Gilmore.
Pardon my abruptness, my lady. It's simply that I've been looking everywhere for you.
Oh.
I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again, and is threatening to leave.
Did the dog get into the larder again?
No matter how the maids try to keep him out, he always finds a way in. You know these Mabari hounds. He'll listen to his mistress, but anyone else risks having an arm bitten off.
He knows better than to hurt anyone.
I'm not willing to test that. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
Where is my mother exactly?
She was entertaining Lady Landra and her son when I left her. Perhaps in the atrium? Before we go, my lady, might I beg a question? I've heard from several people that a Grey Warden is here. Is that true?
His name is Duncan. I met him.
Then, is it also true that this Grey Warden was asking after me?
He intends to test you for recruitment.
Maker's breath. Are you certain? Can you imagine me, a Grey Warden? It would be everything I've dreamed of. Of course, I shouldn't get ahead of myself. Pardon my outburst.
Oh, pardon your outburst.
Good evening, my lady.
Good evening. Where am I going? The library. The library?
Hello, my dear girl. By chance, I am beginning to
It's
teach
Jim
these young
Cummings.
squires about your family's history.
Do we have to? History is boring.
Boys, you are referring to the Couslands, the very family in whose castle you live. Show some respect.
Still the same taskmaster, I see.
If the mind is not exercised, it withers just as the body does. Perhaps you'd care to join me in teaching the lesson?
Certainly, I'd be happy to.
Wonderful. Oh, the Cousland history is long indeed. Where shall we start?
When was our line founded?
Records are vague, but the Couslands became Tyrns during the Black Age. Is that familiar, child?
During the lycanthrope plagues?
Good. I'm pleased some of my lessons seem to have stuck. At that time, your family held only the minor title of Ban. When the werewolves reached this area, Ban Mather Cousland organized a curfew and patrols within the city. Several other local bands supported his efforts by swearing oaths of fealty, making him their Teryn.
We predate the founding of the kingdom, yes?
Well, I'm glad some of my lessons don't disappear into that yawning chasm between your ears, young lady.
Ouch. I'm doing the best I can.
It seems you've already plumbed the depths of your potential, then. A pity.
Ouch.
At any rate, your family has held the Teryn of Highever since before King Callan had united Ferelden. In fact, Tierna Elithia Cousland battled Callan to maintain Highever's independence.
We oppose the king?
The Couslands are ardent royalists now, but at that time, Callan was unknown and considered dangerous by many. When Callan's army reached Highever, Tierna Elithia led the local bands against him. Obviously, Callan won.
And Callan had let us keep the Tyrner?
Callan wished to unite Ferelden, not conquer it. After Elithia's men were defeated,
They're just like,
Callan
yes,
asked her
we're
to
actually
swear fealty.
listening.
The boulder where they held council still stands today as a memorial of that event.
Tell me about our relationship with Arl Howe.
The history between the Couslands and the Howes reaches back to the Orlesian occupation.
Go on.
During the rebellion against Orlais, several battles were fought near Highever. The port village of Harper's Ford was the Tyrnier's center. Its Arl was Tarleton Howe. Though nearly 90, he was still as sharp and bitter as cheap ale. Your grandfather openly supported the rebellion, but Howe sided with Orlais. Your family was forced to seize Harper's Ford before it was all over.
Ooh. But my father and Arl Howe are old friends.
The Howes eventually joined the rebellion, when all of Ferelden united behind King Merrick and General Logain. Just as now we united behind Merrick's son, King Callan, to fight the darkspawn.
Time to end the lesson, I think.
Thank you for indulging an old man.
And thank you for
Does that
insulting
mean
me.
we have to listen to you now?
Silence! I will not have you two becoming smart-mouthed hooligans. Perhaps you should go. I doubt they need any more distraction. I'm just going to settle in here and apparently just talk to myself for all the good.
Aww. Poor guy. So that was a little history lesson.
We really should go after your hound, my lady, before he does something worse.
Do you know much about the Grey Wardens?
Only what everyone hears. I never expected to actually see one. So few of them are here in Ferelden.
Have you ever seen darkspawn?
Never. You hear about darkspawn attacking homesteads and travelers, but I thought they were just stories.
Are Grey Wardens really as skilled as the legends say?
I hear they only recruit the most skilled. It'd be disappointing if that wasn't true.
What happens if the Grey Wardens recruit you?
I only know that once you become a Grey Warden, your old life is over. There's no going back.
Let's talk
As you
about something
wish.
else.
But what if the Grey Warden tries to recruit you? Have you thought about it?
Why would he recruit me?
Begging your pardon, my lady, but you are no ordinary woman. You're strong, skilled, and easily the equal of any man on the field or off. The Grey Wardens would be fools to overlook you.
He wish he could recruit me.
Too bad. It's unlikely that the Wardens would risk your father's wrath.
Why aren't you marching with our men?
I would were it my choice. Your father decided I should remain with the complement guarding the castle. I hope that's because this Grey Warden wishes to see me.
Tell me more about yourself, Sir Happy. Gilmore.
Well, you know I've served your father for years, since my own father sent me to squire here. My father is a minor lord in the Bannorn, but our land is little more than a glorified farmstead. I do miss it, though. The valleys of the Bannorn are beautiful this time of year. I take great pride in serving the Teryn. Still, if I had the opportunity to join the Grey Wardens, I wouldn't hesitate.
You would leave my father's service?
With his blessing, I imagine. Joining the Wardens is the highest service one can render.
Let's keep going.
Of course, my lady. Lead on.
All right. Let's go. I am so lost. Okay. So this is where my dad wants me to go, and this is where the dog is. So we're almost there. Ah! Whoa! Hey, where's it going? Where am I going? Oh, there's my mother. Is there stuff to steal in here? Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. No sparklies. I want those sparklies.
Good evening, milady.
Good evening! How's it going? Ooh, lots of sparklies in here. And I hear my dog barking. Deep mushroom.
Lovely.
Lovely. Here. Any more sparklies? No? The cat. Trolling party member. Blah, locked item. Alright. Here we are. The kitchens. What exactly is in the kitchens that my dog is barking at? Let's take a look, shall we?
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves. I swear it.
Racism!
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down.
He's not a mongrel. He's a pure-blood Mabari.
A blight wolf is what he is. How am I supposed to work like this?
Oh dear. Mistress, calm down, please.
That's it. I'll quit. Inform the Teryn, or I'll go and cook at some nice estate in the Bannorn.
Nan, please. We'll get the dog. Calm down.
Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way.
To equip new items. Variety screen. Oh my gosh. Next episode I'll actually make sure this is off. There, I just... What? Go back. Get in there. There, jeez. Alright.
Why are you talking to me, young lady? That wretched creature is likely eating my beautiful roast as we speak.
How did he get in the larder this time?
How in the blazes am I supposed to know? He up and walked through the wall, I expect. That hound isn't natural. I see it in his eyes. He does this on purpose, just to torment me.
Oh.
Why are you talking to me, young lady? That wretched creature is likely eating my beautiful roast as we speak.
I can't help it if my hound is too smart for his own good.
That hound should be in the kennels, not wandering the castle. Just get the beast out. I can't make anything if I can't get into the larder.
Fine, fine. So, next episode. What is in that larder? Are there darkspawn in there? We'll see next time. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.